Hello, Rotary Club of Roseville, and thank you for considering our request.
This is a 4.5-minute video to share with you information about Star of Hope, just how far we've come, thanks to the help of people like you. And to do so, we are going to talk about
Education, vocation, and hydration. So let's get started with education. Vic, how many kids do you think we have at Star of Hope?
about 38 kids who live at Star of Hope. Most of them either have no family or they have family that simply cannot care for them. And on top of that, there's about 200 village kids who come 5.5 days every week to get a primary school education from preschool to 8th grade.
Leonard, Gladwell, and their team of dedicated teachers have earned the Star of Hope School the reputation of being one of the best schools in the Bungoma region.
And we are happy to say that along with their education, we are able to provide meals for them that 5.5 days. No small thing for these children.
And they don't just nurture the mind, they nurture the body as well. Last year, the Star of Hope boys and girls soccer teams won the championship in a pool of 7 primary schools. Go Star of Hope!
Star of Hope provides an excellent education to kids from preschool to 8th grade, at the end of which they take state tests that could qualify them for high school. As we told you last year, former Star of Hope board member Selah Brown worked with Leonard to found Stella Blue High School on property adjoining Star of Hope. Stella Blue's inaugural incoming class was filled with Star of Hope grads. So there you go. There's how education has grown for these children and opportunities have grown. And to help with that, there's the vocational training, which is not a normal part of the high school curriculum. But we want our kids to thrive when they're done with school.
In our newsletters, we've told you about the sewing machines paid for by the Roseville, California Rotary. These machines are being used by both the Star of Hope and Stella Blue students to learn the art of tailoring for girls and boys.
The children learn to sew, starting by making the actual uniforms that they wear at the school, and then they get to make their own clothes, as you see this proud and beautiful young lady wearing.
Over at the high school, they're embarking on vocational classes in carpentry for both boys and girls. And now we're going to talk about hydration. Some of you may recall that the Star of Hope used to get all their water from a stream that ran behind the school, which they would collect in buckets.
And the stream was not clean and it was not reliable. So during drought, it just completely disappeared.
Well, then we raised enough money to dig a well. We first started with a well that we use a bucket to raise the water. And then we got a pump, a hand pump to make that work.
We then dug an even deeper well that ran with a button, and it came out of a faucet, which fascinated the kids because they had never seen a faucet before. Star of Hope had the first faucet in Chebuquia. So we are looking for true water security for the sister schools and then the village as well. And to get there,
the Roseville Rotary came through again with storage tanks where we could store and filter the water to get us through the dry times. So big thanks to Roseville Rotary. So, okay, we have talked about education, vocation, hydration. Now it's time to talk about donation. We need your dough. Now we're asking for your support to keep these beautiful smiles, these beautiful faces, and to make it possible for Leonard and Gladwell to keep this amazing orphanage and school running and thriving and raising Kenya's future leaders.